Now, we've all heard of the boy who cried wolf, but now there's the story of the man who cried, oh dear. No one believed the Canadian man, Carey McCook, when he said that he was violently knocked over by a young deer. That's because it was April Fool's Day when it happened. So rather than hunting down the animal, he hunted down the evidence. Carey, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going very well, mate. Very well. You dibba dies and so socialise. How do you feel when you look a deer in the eyes?
Well, I'll tell you this much. It wasn't pleasant when I looked this deer in the eyes. He had kill and pain.
Whoa. So tell us exactly what happened. Because I've seen the video, but you probably tell it better than what I've seen.
Yeah, well, okay. April 1st. Happened, 2017. No one believed me, by the way, because of this stupid April Fool's holiday. And I tell you, I have a story. And anyways, I'm getting back in my hotel room, 9 o'clock in the evening, and all of a sudden, I shut the door just to go and have a relaxing, quiet, peaceful night, and nature had other plans for me. I look to my left, I hear 3 gallops, and then bam! I got nailed by Bambi. Literally.
Oh, dear little Bambi. Well, Bambi didn't mean to hurt you, though, did he?
Oh, no, it's not intentionally. There was a dog chasing it, and honestly, I thought it was 2 deer. But then once it all happened, I was still processing this. Was that a deer? Was that a deer? So I jumped really quick up, like nothing happened. And I went to the truck and asked my coworker, was that a deer? He was like, yeah, did you see the dog chasing it? There was a dog? Can't believe this deer hit me.
It knocks you down. It knocks you flat down on the ground. You had no way of resisting that fall, did you?
Oh, no. This deer was coming at me like 30 miles per hour, I would say, or something. It felt like it, but it hit me, and then luckily I landed in some grass. So, hey, bright silver lining, right?
Okay, you say that, but did it hurt? Did it hurt?
Oh, no. I was pumped up with adrenaline, and the next day I just had a sore shoulder, and I pretty much I had a lucky experience with the deer, literally.
And well, the deer ran away. The deer was probably as afraid of you as it was of the dog, I imagine.
Oh, the deer was coming at me, so I think it was kind of helping me to get away from the dog.
Right. It's telling you, hey, this is Bambi. Get away, Carey.
and then I called my folks, calling them up right after it happened, all pumped up on adrenaline, and I was like, Mom, I just got hit in front of my hotel by a deer. And then, as you could imagine, she's like, okay, good one, Carey. April Fools. I was like, no, Mom, honestly. And I talked to my family, I talked to my brothers, I talked to my hip-hop group, my group Recognition. We do a hip-hop group, and it just happened so fast, and they didn't believe me. So when I was laying in my hotel room that night, I was thinking ways I could prove this, right? Because obviously, April Fools, no one's going to believe me. So then I started thinking, this happened right at the main entrance, so maybe a security camera caught it. Light bulb.
Light bulb, indeed. And I do know that you're a rapper, which is why I started with the Brother D and the collective effort there. So I'm going to give you a moment to think of a freestyle rap you could do on this deer, so that we can hear you live and direct. It's got to be clean, of course. It's got to be the kind of thing that a 9-year-old will be able to listen to in front of his parents. So I know you rappers do it freestyle off the top of your head. You're the poets of your generation, so you can be able to come up with something just off the cuff like that. So I'll allow you to compose yourself for a moment or two. But tell me this. How long did it take you to convince your mum you weren't unsober,
yeah,
and you weren't doing this for April Fools? When did the penny actually drop for her that you really were serious?
Okay, this was April 2nd now. So a whole day of people not believing me. Hotel manager comes back, I go see her, and I was like, hey, I got a story to tell you. Believe it or not, a deer hit me in front of your hotel. She sounded like she never believed me. She sounded like, oh, okay, we'll check it out. So then I came back that afternoon because I had a course, and I finished up my course, came back, and she was like, wow, come check this out. And I went back with her. She brought me back to the back, and then she told me I could record it over my smartphone. And the next thing you know, I got this deer footage of this deer pummeling me in front of the entrance. So then I posted it up on Facebook, and then all of a sudden this thing goes viral, and everyone who said they didn't believe me started to believe me. And I couldn't believe it.
If you hadn't had that footage, you would have had to live all your years telling people, no, genuinely, I did get hit by a deer. And they're like, yeah, right. What date was it you got hit by a deer? April 1st. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. And it's surprising, though, because Canada's a country full of wildlife. You know, you've got moose. Right.
Yeah.
Is it moose? Is the plural of moose still moose?
Oh, yeah, it's moose, you know. They're
moose. However many moose it is, it's still moose, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, in Smithers, you know, they had a moose that go in their grocery store one time when shopping.
Oh.
And their moose go shopping, but their deer go hit people.
And they probably weren't surprised that the moose went shopping, but they were surprised that a little tiny deer, Bambi, bloke, you know? That's
Yeah.
crazy. Talking of moose, here's one of the original rap tunes from the UK from 1959. Lord Rockingham's 11. It got to number 1, and it goes, "Hootsman, there's a moose loose about this hoose." So, I've done my rap. Give me yours.
You ready for this one?
I'm ready.
All right, everybody, let's make this clear. Yes, I'm the rapper that got hit by a deer. Yes, this native is hated by nature, debated on, contemplated the weight I be sitting on. Enough! I'm bringing it back to production. It's all or nothing, can't be Bambi's, camping and hunting. And now, for such as myself, the north is cold. All the haters, all I'm gonna say is, this is gold. Leaves you comprehending, transcending, to send a message, a lesson, that you never forget of, cause you know that you're destined to go about, maybe about Bambi, but right now, people who didn't believe me, there we go. That's the best I could come up with.
That's my definition. My definition of a bombastic jazz sound. That's my definition.
That's my definition. Everybody listen. I got hit by a deer and nobody would listen. But everyone's hearing it now.
It's a great story, Kerry. You're going to dine on that one for many years to come.
Oh yeah.
And
you've seen the video, right?
I've seen the video. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, well, nothing like this had ever happened to me, and I'm a First Nations Aboriginal, so I'm always in the bush like 80% of the time, and none of this happened to me in the wilderness. And once I come out to the city, hey, you know, people get mugged, people get struck by lightning, and people win the lottery. I get hit by deer.
That's a good result.
Yeah, it became.
I'd rather get hit by a deer than by lightning, mate.
That's true too. And plus, it could have been a moose, right? So hey.
Those First Nation gods are smiling down at you, mate. Don't worry about that, Kerry.
Oh yeah.
Hey, really good to speak to you, though.
Okay, yeah, it's good speaking to you. You know, I have a good honor in talking with y'all and sharing my story. And hey, you know, pretty soon I'm going to come out with this deer track, and it's probably going to be a diss track or else an embracing track. So hey, listen for that on YouTube. Rekanation. REKA Nation.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Number 1. Kerry. Thank you. Kerry McCook there.
And thank you, sir.
Oh dear. Thank you
Oh
very much.
dear. Okay, thank you.
Cheers then. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Yep.